Alright guys, this is my unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. This is the AT&T version because they're the only ones to support 4G LTE in my area, besides Verizon, which are too expensive. But see, there's not really much on the box besides the logo. Let's open the box. You are greeted with a welcome to AT&T right there. Not sure if you can see it because the camera won't focus, but I already took the phone out because the lady at AT&T had to activate it. So let's take this off. See, we have a quick start guide right here, and we also have a manual, which I'm sure no one's gonna really look at those, so I'm gonna put those off to the side. And we have a USB cable, USB to micro USB. And we also have the wall adapter, which is white, and I guess it's to match the white Galaxy Note 2, but they don't really have one to match the gray one, so you know, it works. So let's put that off to the side. Here is the Galaxy Note 2. This phone is huge. I don't really have anything to compare it to, but here's a PS3 controller for comparison. So I get it's about the same footprint. That was a horrible comparison, but let's take a tour around the phone. See, we have the volume button on the left side. On the top, we have the headphone jack and a mic. On this side, we have the power button. And then we have the micro USB and another mic. And then we also have the S Pen, which is actually pretty useful. We have a speaker, then Galaxy Note 2. We have the AT&T globe type thing, the 8 megapixel camera with a flash. On the front, we have the home button. There's a menu button here when it lights up, and a back. Then we have Samsung branding with the earpiece, proximity sensors, light sensor, and the front-facing camera. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. Now, I did set it up so you guys wouldn't have to, wait for me to go through the setup processes and stuff like that. We see the Samsung. It does have a screen protector on it, by the way, in case you're wondering what the fuzziness is. So that's kind of what the fuzziness is of the screen. And here is the screen. It is huge. So this is our lock screen with the custom shortcuts. You can change those under settings. We have the clock, stuff like that. It says Wi-Fi connected. Let's pull this down. It will keep that up there. Like, it won't go away. So brightness toggle, and we have a whole bunch of other toggles. So couldn't get that. But let's go into the apps, because this comes with a lot of pre-installed AT&T stuff. You have AllShare, AT&T Code Scanner, AT&T Family Map, their locker, their navigator, they're ready to go, smart Wi-Fi. We have Chat On, Device Help, Flipboard, I guess that's considered bloat. We have Keys Air, we have Media Hub, we have 2 messages. We have Music Hub, My AT&T, and we have YP Mobile. So this does come with a lot of bloatware, I guess you would call it. But let's go up into settings. Let's go to About Device. This is running Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean, which is, there's only a few phones that actually have 4.1 on them, so that is a big plus. See, stuff like that. And this comes with a lot of Samsung specific features. We have home screen mode, we have blocking, so you can block text messages and calls from, say, 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. We have power saving mode, we have lock screen, where if you go in here you can change the lock, have lock screen options. And if we go down here, we have motion, we have S Pen, you can tweak with some of the features. So let's go into under motion. and you see you have all these, like direct call. So when you place the phone up to your ear, it directly calls it. Like if you're in messaging and you don't want to message the person, you can just put the phone up to your ear. You have quick glance, smart alert, where you can catch missed calls and messages. You can double tap to go to the top of a list. So let me scroll all the way to the bottom. And it's not working, so I don't know if it's not for settings or I don't know what it's for. But if you're wondering why it's showing my touches, if you go under developer options and you check that on, you can go down to show touches and it shows when you touch the screen. So let's go back. I don't really want to cover too much because I'm going to save that for my full review of it, but you can just see how fast this phone is if you don't accidentally click something. But this phone is fast. The S Pen, I've actually used it and it's pretty useful actually. Like you can use it to take notes, you can long press on the screen to take a screen capture, stuff like that. So if I pull this out, it goes into this where you can create a new note. So if I click that, and it knows when you have the S Pen detached, because then it pulls up some recommended shortcuts, and there's also a little icon at the top. So I can say, this phone, wow, so that's supposed to be a P. This phone is awesome. So I have horrible handwriting, but you get the, you get the point. It has an awesome, well, everything. You can take notes, you can add some clippings, you can, if you press this little button, see a little button right there on the S Pen. If you press and hold that, and then it takes a screenshot, which is awesome, and then you can write on the screenshot itself. You can see you can change the options up there, stuff like that. I'm not going to save that, but if you want to, you can of course do that. And close out of that. Learn more about S Note. Let's not show that again, and let's just press home. So if you go press home again, it'll take us back to our default screen. You can of course swipe over, and that's still there, but you still have that. It also does this if you plug in headphones. It'll bring up like a special music page. Instead of this, it'll bring up a special music page, or it has a few options like dock and stuff like that. I'll cover that in the full review, of course. But I just wanted to give you guys my first impressions slash just getting a look at the actual device, because it is sexy. Look at that. Alright, sorry guys. I will be posting a few videos later today, so be sure to check them out. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Get my thumb in there. And if you want to see more videos of this awesome phone, be sure to subscribe to my channel.